Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Wait, that's 53!
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to learn.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. You got
66.
On second down, they'll run with White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Alpha. Hey, second.
From the gun, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Check, 43.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Sugar.
On first down, Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Watch the out. Big air. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, Do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Johnson's got it complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Come on, set.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Greystone travel. Check it. Reload.
Here's Brady to throw. It's complete. James White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
72.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
First down, here's White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
I got it. 43 is the mic, boy.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Wait, that. They can't hang with that. 72.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray sliding out of the pocket. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
You better be a go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coming this way. Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the gun on third down, Murray able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Murray now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Brady gives this to White. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on second down. Brady. That's complete to White. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1 receiver.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Brady to Michelle on the screen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 33 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady gives to Michelle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
29. Alpha. Too little, cut. Out. Go Bandit. 23 is the mic. I'm on. Shadow.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Gordon. 11 yards there, first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 78 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
43's the Bravo. 43's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 43's the mic.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike's back now. Here I come.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half from Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get in that holes. Ball trot. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Murray going to throw. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Under 10. 10. 22, Jack, cover. 22, Jack, cover.
Play fake. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready. Now to work. Watch the slant. Undercut. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Back. Check 99. Check. SOS. That's 3. Switch.
First down, Murray. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Switch the outlaw. Time to go. Kill. Let's go. We got double up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Josh Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on Pat.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
3 down. Alert flare.
Throwing again. Brady. And an alley to And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 43. Hey, wahoo. Check, 43. I got wide.
Hey, Alabama.
43 is the mic.
Check it.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. Going on, and they just play better and better.
Able to slither by. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the Game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A gain of 7 yards.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Switch.
General West. Hey, Haywood. Mike 50.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hit it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party out